Okay, my friends, we are in lesson 32 in A Course in Miracles workbook. I have invented the world I see. Today, we are continuing to develop the theme of cause and effect. You are not the victim of the world you see because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. The idea for today, like the preceding ones, applies to your inner and outer worlds, which are actually the same. However, since you see them as different, the practice periods for today will again include two phases, one involving the world you see outside you, and the other, the world you see in your mind. In today's exercises, try to introduce the thought that both are in your own imagination. Again, we will begin the practice periods for the morning and the evening by repeating the idea for today 2 or 3 times while looking around in the world as you see, the world you see as outside yourself. Then close your eyes and look around your inner world. Try to treat them both as equally as possible. Repeat the idea for today unhurriedly as often as you wish, as you watch the images your imagination presents to your awareness. For the two longer practice periods, 3 to 5 minutes are recommended, with not less than 3 required. More than 5 can be utilized if you find the exercise restful. To facilitate this, select a time when few distractions are anticipated and when you yourself feel reasonably ready. These exercises are also to be continued during the day as often as possible. The shorter applications consist of repeating the idea slowly as you survey either your inner or outer world. It does not matter which you choose. The idea for today should also be applied immediately to any situation that may distress you. Apply the idea by telling yourself, I have invented this situation as I see it. I have invented the world I see. There's a lot in here. Again, dealing with cause and effect. So we've talked about that a few times. You're not a victim of the world you see because you invented it. This is a big one for a lot of us, to accept that we have invented the world that we see. It is in our belief in separation that we created a separate reality from our creator. And the Course in Miracles teaches us that in that moment, the answer was given, and that answer is the Holy Spirit, the bridge, the arc back from the separated self to the authentic self, to the one that was created by divine consciousness. So the world that we see is something that we invented. Now, it can be used for our learning, and it is indeed, when we look at it from that perspective, it's super healing because it has a purpose. It has a function. It's not this meaningless disaster. But inventing it is kind of tricky to like subscribe to also because I didn't invent suffering. I didn't invent conflict. You might find yourself a little defensive. And it's in those moments where you can see there are spaces, even those statements are in conflict. So it's like, can I just accept that the circumstance, for example, if you really apply it, I have invented the situation as I see it. When you take ownership for that, how powerful that can be. So, especially I find in relationships, like let's take it really baseline. A child spills a drink on the ground, and you say to yourself, I have invented this situation as I see it. So you have options, right? I mean, most of us are gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta clean this up. It's like, or I invented this situation as I see it, like, you know, whatever. He's learning how to drink out of a cup, or, I can respond to this with either love or fear. I am the one interpreting this situation. So many people don't want to do that. They just want to be like, well, you did this and I felt this, without having that pause, that moment of self-reflection that I have in fact invented this situation. I'm the one labeling it as good or bad or ugly or happy or whatever. So as you look about in the practice periods, and it's saying to us, like, get reasonably comfortable. Like, choose a time to set yourself up for success, do at least 3 minutes, go for five if you feel great about it. But make sure that you have, you've set the tone a little bit. Like you might light a candle or you might wait till the kids go off to school. But creating that space where you can actually be ready to take a few minutes and do this deep internal work. It's so healing. It's so powerful. It's so liberating. It's so activating. It's so many of those things, to realize that our inner and outer worlds are essentially the same, and that the cause, healing at the level of cause, is how we eliminate the effect. So I have invented the world I see. Lesson 32. Happy practicing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.